Welcome to this channel. Myself Dr. T. N. Devnath. In this video, I will talk about the recent update about the 50% seats in a private medical college to be given in the government fees of this particular state. Number 2, about the PIL. Number 3, whether it will be applicable from this year or not. Number 4, whether it will be equally applicable for NEET UG and NEET PG. So there are so many doubts. In this video, I will talk about all these funders. So if you are new to this channel, subscribe the channel and share the video to your friends and press the bell icon to get the notification. I will talk about this medical educations. I make videos about this medical education updates and as well as to motivate the students for their future exams. So we already know that our Honorable Prime Minister has announced that this is going to be happen, that 50% seats in the private medical college should be given in the government fees of this particular state to give the benefits of the students that belongs to middle class and lower middle class family. They are talented student, but they didn't get seats in the government medical college by few marks. And unfortunately, in private medical college, the tuition fee is very high. They are unable to bear it. So they are deprived from this medical education and they are bound to go outside of the country for this medical education. We have seen in Russia-Ukraine war, we have seen the sufferings of these medical students. Those we call it foreign medical graduates. So to prevent this outrage and to prevent deprivation of the student from the medical education, now government has decided to give opportunity to these lower middle class and middle class family talented students to have a medical degree, to able to study in the medical colleges, right? So next we will talk about the PIL, that we already know that there was an answer from this PIL whether it will be applicable from this year or not. So they already decided that it will be applicable from 2022 to 2023. That means it is going to happen on this year only. So from this year, this bill will be applicable. Now, is it so easy? Because we know that KEA from the South India, they have in a written they have given to this NMC whether NMC are thinking to regularize the fees or not, whether is there any update or not, because they have to decide their tuition fee or not. So they are in dilemma. They have written to this NMC. I think we will get a notification or we will get this reply from this NMC whether they are going to regulate these fees by NMC or not. So unless and until we get this response, we can't be very sure that it is going to be applicable from this year, because we know that no states actually gets any direction from this NMC about this regulation of the fees. So till now, actually we already know that result is already out and we are waiting for the counseling. When counseling will start, we don't know. We are in dilemma because EWS case is pending on the Supreme Court, and whether NMC is going to apply this bill or not from this year, because if they are trying to apply this bill from this year, they have to do so many work actually. So it will be very difficult whether it can be applied from this year or not. But government and NMC, they are in total mode to apply this from this bill from this year only. So let us see what will happen. Actually, we are very positive that it may applicable from this year onward, this year only. So will be decided. But another doubts, so many queries I have seen, that whether it will be applicable for NEET UG and NEET PG both, or is only for NEET PG, or it is only for NEET UG. My dear students, I think this bill will be equally applicable for NEET UG and NEET PG. So we need not to worry about it, because once it will be applicable for NEET UG, definitely it is applicable for NEET PG also. Whether if it is NEET PG, so definitely it is going to apply for the NEET UG also. So another big questions I want to discuss about in this video. Actually, this is the if they give 50% seats in the private medical college in the government fees, so what will be the fees of the rest 50% seats? Now some people are saying, some news are going on that they will double the fees. Now it will be very difficult because doubling the fees is not very easy. Now if you see some states, they have so much of higher fees actually right now, only around 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs. So if they double the tuition fee, it will be very difficult to bear by the students. So once they double the fees, so students may go into court. Even if the bill comes in action, the private medical college go against it and they can file a case in the Supreme Court. So this may happen, and by that time actually the counseling process may get more time. Okay, so we don't know when counseling process will going to start. Actually it was we have seen the result was published very early, but there is no benefit of publishing the result very early unless you actually you set up all this fix all this problem, unless there will be useless publishing the results so early. Rather you could have done the exam little bit postponed, so it would have benefit from for the students. But this time, after giving the result and now waiting and waiting, this waiting time is just waste of time, nothing else. So let us see when this counseling get started. Usually it was supposed to started from this last week of this June only. Actually this was look like that, but it was not. So probably it will start from the July, or it may go up to August also. We have to wait and watch, and nothing, we can do nothing else actually. So this is all about this 50% seats. Be positive, be hopeful. We are hopeful that this is going to happen from this year, so that the maximum benefits can get by the students. This is the middle class student.